The idea for this video is simple. My co-host Edgar and I have been given 2 anime-related choices, and we have to choose one of them without any further context. Enjoy the video.
That makes sense to me.
Manga or anime?
I gotta say, I've never been as hype as I ever been. Like, the most hype I've ever been, like, the most hypest moments and, like, the most, like, oh my god, this is, like, amazing, was anime.
Okay.
And now I've realized I've been reading a lot more manga lately, and that's been, like, the main way I've been, like, taking in, like, you know, this stuff. Mm-hmm. But I haven't felt that. It hasn't beaten.
Really?
It has not beaten that yet. And I feel like with Attack on Titan, that's been the highest. Like, oh my god! Like, I'm like losing my mind. This is the best thing I've ever seen. I feel like only anime, and it's not just like Attack on Titan. It's with various other things. Anime has always like been on top of that. And even though I've been reading a lot more manga lately, I gotta just say, unless manga does that for me one day, I gotta say it's anime.
Okay. Well, for me, it's undoubtedly manga. So we might be split on some things, especially. But this one is literally just preference. But for me, I don't know. There's nothing better than me sitting down on my bed, reading manga digitally or physically, and getting to a point like, yes, I watch these things in anime, and I'm like, this is great, this is fantastic, this is amazing, and I'm super hype. But I feel like in mangas, I feel like the jokes hit better for me because I feel like it's better paced.
Ooh, you're hard, showing off.
I act them out better than the actual actors.
But also, like, the dramatic moments of... I understand anime also has music, which is a big portion of it.
Sound effects.
Yeah.
I mean, it adds all of it in, so it's like... But quality, most of the times, manga has that going for it.
Exactly, it's a literal painting most of the time because these artists are so beautiful, like beautifully draw this stuff. I have to say manga just because, like, nothing beats a moment when I'm reading a manga and I go, oh, or I go, oh my god. And then I have to turn the page and figure out what's next. And then all of a sudden I'm reading 50 chapters a night. It's been a while since I've read something like that. I think the last time was Chainsaw Man. But
my hype moment, like what I'm talking about, has a manga done that? Has it beaten that with anime?
Yeah, definitely. When I was reading One Piece, dude, there was no better feeling than the Impel Down and Marine Ford arc, where I was like, oh my god, this is amazing. Vinland Saga did that for me. I read Attack on Titan before I watched that scene because I knew Eren told his dad to stand up, and when I read that in the manga, I was like, whoa! I was like, oh my god! It was awesome, you know. And that's just to name a few, you know. Vagabond most recently just did it to me. So for me, it's manga. For Edgar, it's anime.
Yeah.
All Might or Reigen Arataka?
¿Por qué no los dos?
Better written, Reigen. Funnier, Reigen.
Yeah.
Stronger and better fighter, obviously.
Reigen.
All Might. Oh yeah, Reigen.
That dude's luck stats are like maxed out, bro.
who has better luck stats, King from One Punch Man or Reigen?
Exactly.
I mean, it's been a while since I've taken in some like My Hero content, but specifically with All Might, because he's been out of the picture for like since like even in season 4 and 5 where the anime onlys are. Well, but he's rarely.
I still like his arc though. That his arc was from, you know, impulsive superhero who was an awful teacher to somebody who's actually genuinely a good teacher now. And I think we will see Prime All Might one more time before the series ends, and maybe that'll be such an amazing, awesome moment. But I don't know.
I'll just say Reigen. Because he's not a great character, but he's like...
He does shady stuff, but for good reason.
And his connection and relationship with Mob is like...
Beautiful, perfect.
In my opinion, is better than Deku's and All Might's. I mean, they're two different ballparks, but they're like two... It's just beautifully written, and like, he's hilarious. Both actors, dub and sub, are hilarious. In the... I haven't read the manga. I'm pretty sure he's like relatively...
He's amazing in the manga.
Yeah, I mean, it's the same,
I'm just saying, All Might doesn't have his own solo manga volume, so...
Yeah, that could probably help him out, but I'll say Reigen for this one.
Yeah, I think Reigen too, although All Might is, you know, amazing.
Dicks out for those guys, am I right?
Negative character arc or positive character arc?
negative character arc, as in like a tragedy type story, kind of like
Eren Yeager, Light Yagami.
Yeah.
Positive character arc, Thorfinn.
most Well, I guess not most anime tropes. I guess it's redemption. Would you say it's like redemption arcs or downfall arcs?
Redemption
or downfall.
It's usually
like that?
redemption arcs, but I think most characters go through a positive character arc, like Vegeta, like Piccolo.
Yeah.
I think that most of them go through that, but most of the time they're side characters because main characters most of the time have a flat character arc, and then people are changing around them.
Like, it's not an anime, but Zuko is like the prime example, number one. When it comes to that.
Prime.
Like,
Yeah.
I think he's like the best, well-written version of that. Which one's easier to do?
Positive.
Yeah.
Like, to
So-
do well is positive.
I don't know. It's tough to say. What do you say? Positive character arc?
Just because some of the positive arcs have been so good. Thorfinn's have been really good recently. Vegeta's sacrifice in the Boo Saga was really good. I would go with positive. Like, I think it's done well most of the time.
Agreed.
Spy Family or Demon Slayer?
Demon Slayer.
Demon Slayer?
Yeah.
I agree with you. I think if Spy Family has a great ending, Spy Family could be. I don't think Spy Family has reached the points of the Entertainment District, has reached the points of the Infinity Castle
That's the
arc.
thing, though. It's not an action manga, so Demon Slayer has a leg up on that.
Like I said, I've said this before, Spy Family has the opportunity to have the best, final finale to a story ever. It's building up something fantastic.
Like revelations and stuff like that.
All right, moving on. Romance or slice of life?
But I'll be honest. I've watched a lot more romance.
I watched a lot more slice of life.
I've watched a lot of slice of life, like a lot, probably more than you have.
Ooh, you're hard.
Not that.
Yeah,
not
no,
that
I
I'm
think-
just
I
trying
think
to.
you have.
I'm just trying to. I don't even know what my argument was.
Edgar
but
is very much a more
I just want to say
inclusive anime watcher.
I just
than
want
am.
to say that I've seen a lot to to balance them equally out.
Yeah, you don't have to defend yourself.
No, yeah.
It's a fact that you have.
Yeah, but I'm a hopeless romantic, and I'm a sad single guy in his 20s. So fall for these stories super easy.
Yeah.
Like Quintessential Quintuplets, Love Is War, and Slice of Life hit different too. Like, it really makes you feel rethink your youth, the friends you have, and they really hit different on a much more mellow tone.
Yeah.
In a subtle way. And they're really good, but I prefer romance.
Okay. I prefer slice of life. Slice of life for me, as somebody who has done theater his entire life, the way slice of life uses theatrical effects is just... When I was watching March Comes In Like a Lion, I could only watch one episode a day because it ruined me.
Yeah.
It was so good.
This reminds me of something really funny.
Okay.
Why I realized that romance and anime and manga hit different because, in Western TV shows, high schoolers, they'll, have sex in the first episode. Romance?
Yeah.
They'll take, 3 seasons just for them to hold hands. And when they do, you're like, yes! Yes!
That is true.
Like,
That is
only
true.
they can make something so small like that feel wholesome, 100% like an awesome success. And I feel like that's why it has a leg up on Western romance.
It just goes to show what good built-up storytelling can do that manga and anime can provide.
Yeah.
Because in America, we are so obsessed with that instant satisfaction. But for me, in that same vein, there is nothing that is equivalent to slice of life in America. There is nothing that you look like.
People
and
will
you're
call it boring, in a
Exactly.
sense.
That's what I'm saying. And it's that's why animation, they can animate it and do it in different ways that make you just go, man, this is amazing.
I feel like indie films are some of the closest things that you have to that kind of genre.
No, I agree. That is great. However, indie films, they're not going to get the same treatment that these animes are,
Yeah.
So, yeah. Mob Psycho 100 or One Punch Man?
Why you gotta do this, Ben?
I think we're going to split in
Yeah,
this
I think
one.
we are.
Yeah.
I gotta say
You just One Punch,
Yeah,
I'm
One
Mob.
Punch Man.
And I think that's just how it is.
I have... A mob isn't meant to be
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like One Punch Man. I'm like, oh my! And I feel like obviously the mangas are completely different because one just it feels so personal because it's him, and it's more emotionally and slice of life more than battle shonen. When One Punch Man is the complete opposite. But One Punch Man, manga and like anime, at least season 1, are just like one. It just reels in like anyone, even if you're not an anime watcher. It's like one of those like top 10 anime that you can show anyone and they'll get it. The plot is technically better written in Mob Psycho, but I liked a lot more stuff in One Punch Man. This is what I want to say.
Yeah, two completely different ones. But yeah, I just think I haven't read One Punch Man, and I've heard that the manga just goes off afterwards. So I'll say Mob, you say One. One Punch Man. Yeah. A war arc or a tournament arc?
War arcs are so
good, right?
But they're easy to mess up. And tournament arcs are kind of overused, but they're one of the most popular and best ones for the reason.
Yeah.
I'll say war arcs just for now.
I'll say war arcs as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is literally just for you. Don't talk about this too long. Quintessential quintuplets or Love is War.
Love is War.
Okay. Yeah. Wow.
I love quintessential quintuplets, but everything that Love is War has to offer is better in every sense.
Dang.
Yeah. And it's weird. I collected quintessential quintuplets is only 14 volumes.
I put this under the theme Edgar question. That's literally what
Edgar
I put
question.
it as, yeah.
No, Love is War. So many good things. There's a reason I want you to watch it / read it.
Okay.
But it's so good.
Great. All for One or Shigiraki?
Shigiraki, he's just more interesting about written. While All for One, while is menacing and more powerful, he's kind of not a blank slate, but he's like a evil.
Yeah.
Like
he is. But
but
that's still just because that's still a great archetype, and when it's done well.
Yeah.
But it's like
Shigiraki just like obviously has more attention put into him, and like
God, Shigaraki is awesome.
His design,
and every time he Horikoshi ups his design, I'm always like, man, how does he do this? It's really good in the manga right now. So dub or sub,
but but not because I think dub is bad, but because I think I've seen more sub performances.
Yes,
like the anime is literally built around sub, like the Japanese actors, acting around it. I only pick sub for that reason, but people hate on dub for the wrong reasons. I think it's overhated.
Yeah, I think when dub actors have a long time with their roles, it's really good. Like My Hero Academia, past the first season, really good. Yeah, I agree with you. The sub is
more
is better.
Like 9 times out of 10, it's gonna be better.
And I'm saying that as a guy who works for Crunchyroll. So.
And I'm working, and I'm a guy, and I'm a dub defender to the last.
No, me
day.
too. I have to be. That's what I want my job to be. Final question: Star Wars or Marvel?
Bigger impact, Star Wars.
Those most recent Marvel stuff got you thinking, huh?
Yeah. Bigger impact, Star Wars, and an influence on the culture, Star Wars.
Yes.
More attached to, technically, Star Wars, but highest moments and more enjoyability, Marvel.
But there are so many, Star Wars side stories that come out of it, and that's what really made me like Star Wars. So I would have to go with Star Wars just because of,
I'd say Marvel. I'd say Marvel because
I knew we were going to be split on this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'll say Marvel in terms of my enjoyability.
Yeah, sure. All right, guys. Well, thank you guys for watching.
Yeah.
If you enjoyed, please hit that like button. Please hit that subscribe button. We're trying to hit 100 subscribers before the end of the year, and we are so close. Please help us out. We love you. If you enjoyed this and you had a lot of fun playing with us, go in the comments below. Tell us your preferences to all the questions below. Timestamps in the description. And we will see you guys on the next Shonen Junk.
Bye.